Hey you guys, how you doing? This is Blending with Henry. Vitamix just dropped the ball on us and released 4 new Ascent models called the X Series. Now this just came right out of the blue. I knew nothing about this right at the last minute. So they have the X2, the X3, the X4, and the X5. Now I do have the X5, which is the top of the line. So we're going to go through all the features. Now, no sales pitch here. I'm going to give you the real and the skinny. I'm not holding back. I'm going to let you know if these are for you or if they're not for you or worth the upgrade or if these are suitable for a first-time Vitamix buyer. And we're also going to do recipes. So, you ready? Sit back and relax. Let's get started. Before we get started, please support Blending with Henry by smashing that like and subscribe button, leave a comment, and visit me at blendingwithhenry.com. Your support is appreciated. Alright you guys, here's the new Vitamix Ascent X5. Now I really do like this machine, and it was really something I was hoping Vitamix would actually come out with. Something with more rounded corners, very nice, more modern looking design, and I do like the fact that the tamper holder now comes inside the box. I also like that the X Series comes packaged with a 40-ounce container, which includes a rubber handle, which of course is easier for grip. Now, this used to be on older Vitamix containers, and Vitamix took it away and, brought it back. Okay, it reminds me what Apple does when they take something away and they bring it back and now selling it as a new feature. But I'm glad it's back. Okay. Honestly, you guys, including the 48-ounce container is much better than the 64-ounce container. When you're trying to make a single serving, it's really difficult to do it with the larger container. So I'm glad Vitamix made that choice. If you guys are fans like me of the 64-ounce tall container, it's just gold as far as I'm concerned. It's iconic, it looks very cool. But if you see most of my videos, you'll see me using a 48-ounce container because it contains the same footprint as the 64-ounce. Here is the bottom of the 48-ounce container. And here is the bottom of the 64-ounce tall container. So they have the same footprint in terms of making single servings or, soups for one. So that's why you guys see me with the 48-ounce container most of the time. It's great for under the counter as well as giving a lot of the same benefits of the tall container. One more note about the rubber handle container. This is the original self-detect and this is the new one with the rubber handle. It's actually fully removable so you can clean it, which is perfect because some gunk is going to get in there, you guys. Okay. The Ascent X Series is compatible with any of the smart containers of the self-detect container, including the color containers, the food processor attachment. If you have the 8-ounce blending bowl or the 20-ounce blending cup, even though they've been discontinued, you can still use them. I didn't think I was going to have a favorite design, but this is my favorite design. I love the way this machine looks. It has nice rounded corners. I love the big black face on it and the big rotary dial on there. The stainless steel design, just really beautiful on the X5. The user interface is really nice. I like how when you choose a preset, it shows a much larger graphic in the middle. Also, it has a preset for cleaning, which is also on the A3500. Nothing new here, but because it's actually chosen in the middle, you can easily see it now. So once again, it offers a graphic to show it, and I really like that. Every Vitamix machine I've had, I've always pulled up the rubber centering pad to clean it in case there's any spills. And I'm glad that they actually included that with the X Series. And yeah, if you didn't know you could do that, you can do that with your machines, you guys. Here's a live picture of the A3500 and the X5 side by side so you can get an idea about how they look, so you can see the difference in design. The Ascent X Series starts with the entry-level X2 with manual controls and 3 presets. Then you have the X3 with touch controls with 3 presets. Then you have the X4 with touch controls with 5 presets. And of course you have the X5 that you will be seeing for the rest of the video that has touch controls with 10 presets, and they all include a 10-year warranty. Vitamix includes a physical recipe book with the X5 series, but not with all the X models. So we're going to go ahead and make a frappe. Now what I'm going to do with this one is use the frappe preset, but I'm going to use the Starbucks copycat recipe that I showed you guys a long while ago. So let's go ahead and start with that. Sometimes presets are not perfect, so let's give this a try. Color me impressed because Vitamix nailed this preset. Honestly, I'm not kidding. Look at all the frosty texture coming from the container. It just looks perfect. And usually I'm not a big fan of presets because they don't know what you're blending. Keep that in mind, you guys. So when you're making, your own recipe and you throw it in, you just press the smoothie button or anything, don't expect a miracle. Just want to be conscious about that's how they work. This is the copycat recipe for the Starbucks Frappuccino. So you can grab this recipe by using the link below the video, or you can look right on my website, blendingwithhenry.com. It'll be right there. It's delicious. Okay, so I want you guys to know what happens when you put one of the other self-detect containers on top of the X5. So like the color container, the wet, the dry, it doesn't matter. When you place them on there, it automatically recognizes that that container was made for the previous models, like the A3500, and it offers 5 presets, 4 which you're seeing on the screen, plus the cleaning. Now here's the dry container. So all you have to do is just place it on there. There's no other settings you have to make. It automatically recognizes this is the dry container. And you'll see the wheat icon right there in the middle. So you turn the knob and you'll see all the other things it does, for chopping and, turning grains into meal, like cornmeal, and everything it does that the dry container can do. That's something the A3500 didn't do. I really like this feature. During blending, you'll notice the tamper icon sitting right next to the smoothie icon, letting you know that at some point the tamper needs to be used. Now, as you see right now, the tamper is blinking, letting you know the tamper needs to be used. Now, it's not always necessary. It really depends on the recipe. Now, just one thing to let you guys know about is that tamper feature only works with the preset. So, for example, right now I'm doing manual operation, no preset, and I'm just blending, and you notice that there's no icon of the tamper. One more feature about the preset. Say, for example, you're using the smoothie preset. Now, underneath the countdown timer, you'll see a plus 15. That means you're going to add 15 more seconds to the timer. And you can keep doing that for a limited number of times. Now, this is really essential in case if you need more time to get the perfect blend. All right, let's do a frozen dessert. Now, I'm not going to use a recipe out of the book. I'm merely testing the presets for accuracy. So I'm going to go ahead and use the frozen dessert preset, and I have my own bag of frozen strawberries and frozen peaches, and with about 4 cups, okay? But no other ingredients with it, and there's frozen straight out of the bag. Okay, you guys can see this is a mess, okay? That's because I was using the preset, and it doesn't know that I was using frozen fruit or how much, and I didn't use any liquid. I even added 30 seconds from the Add 15 button on the screen, and it still wasn't enough. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this up with no preset. Okay, this looks a lot better. Now I almost achieved the perfect form mounds. Now you guys know this can be difficult to get sometimes depending on what you're blending, but otherwise this came out fine. Now if you're an Ascent A3500 owner, should you upgrade? I'm not really certain that I would recommend that personally. With the A3500, it comes with some extra features, such as you get the perfect blend app that is compatible with, lots more presets, you can customize the presets. And also, if you look on the A3500, you see those plus and minus buttons. That's the programmable timer that Vitamix did not include with the X5 series. I was a little bit disappointed with that. And then the cord wrap is no longer built in. So I think it has something to do with the fact is they use the air holes at the bottom instead of on the back like you see here. So it gives more of a cleaner look in the back, but then that sacrifices the cord wrap. On the X series, Vitamix moved the power switch from the side to the bottom, which I kind of like because it's easy to reach down and turn it on. But it comes with a sacrifice. So you notice when I reached underneath to pick it up, it causes the power switch to flip. It's not intentional, it's easy to do it by accident. So I don't love that feature. On the A3500, the switch is on the side. And where you lift it with the built-in grips, they're on the back and on the bottom instead of the side. So that way you have no way of accidentally turning on the switch. Admittedly, I don't talk often enough about the recipe book that's included with the Vitamix machines. I will tell you this, you guys, take a good look inside of them. They look as good, if not better, than some of the best-selling cookbooks on the market. Vitamix does a very good job here. They show you, first of all, how to load the container, and then they give you ideas about what kind of fruits and vegetables to put into the container for the best blends. There are lots of recipes in here for smoothies, as well as frozen desserts and more. And with this new Ascent X series, only the X4 and the X5 come with the physical recipe book. The X2 and the X3, they come with a digital downloaded book. That's actually kind of nice too because you can use that with your iPad or your iPhone, smartphone. But in order to get that, you use your Start Here booklet, open it up, and you'll see a barcode right down there. Just scan that code, and it'll take you right to the Vitamix website to get all this right here. So who is the Vitamix Ascent X series best for? Well, I can tell you guys right now, first-time Vitamix owners will love this machine. It's simplified. The whole UI is easy to understand. You can't go wrong with this. Owners of the Vitamix 5200, the Explorian, the 7500, the Pro 750 may really enjoy this machine because of the digital display, the compatibility with the self-detect containers, and the food processor attachment. Customers who just want a low learning curve machine, be able to make single servings right out of the box without buying extra containers, this is the right type of machine for them. So who should hold off on buying the new Ascent X series machines? Well, owners of the Venturous V1200, the Ascent A2300 through the A3500, those machines all have a digital timer. They're fully compatible with the self-detect containers, and they're fully compatible with the Vitamix food processor attachment, and even the 8-ounce blending bowls, the 20-ounce blending cup. There's no point. And then customers that want a price-friendly machine. So it's probably not going to be right in their price range. So I probably would look into the Explorian or even models like the old 5200 or a refurbished machine. Did you guys hear somebody say or suggest or insinuate that the new X5 was quieter or a little quieter? No, it's not. I mean, I couldn't tell any discernible difference between the A3500 and the new X5. I mean, if I can't use this in the kitchen while my family is sleeping in the morning without waking them up, it's not quieter. Or it's not quiet enough. So if you're buying the X5 because you heard it's quieter, you may be a little bit disappointed when you first turn it on. Now, these are some of the features that I would like to see in a future X Series machine, such as maybe an X Series Pro. Okay. Now, a hood sound enclosure would be great, built in, like the Vitamix Quiet one has, because that would be really perfect for, in the house. Customizable, programmable presets, so you can have it just the way you want it since it doesn't work with the app anymore. And then maybe a Wi-Fi version to allow software updates for new features. So I may have mentioned this before, but I really like this machine. It's got a beautiful display. I like the design of it. It just looks great. And I'm getting older. You guys are 21. I need something large to read for my poor eyes. Okay. So anyway, so please support me if you'd like to get this machine. I'll have the links below the video. Please support me. It really keeps Blending with Henry moving forward. It's financial support I really need. I do appreciate you. I love y'all. And we'll make another video soon.